why my older cat doesn't let my little cat use litter boxes. I have 3 of those. Very good observation that you noticed that. So I kind of touched on that earlier, Gloria, and I said a lot of people don't have an appropriate litter box set up, which again, I used to not have one, you guys. Like, I'm a veterinary technician. This was before I had all these behavior credentials, and I didn't know as much, right? Know better, do better. That's why so many of you are here. So what I had my litter boxes in the basement, and it wasn't appropriate litter box setup. An appropriate litter box setup is one per cat. So 1 litter box per cat. So for example, if you have 3 cats, you should have 4 litter boxes. And this is just basic guidelines, because a lot of people are like, well, my cat's using the box. And what I mean by appropriate litter box setup is like, I need water and food, right? So do your cats. I need a nice bed, things like that. An appropriate litter box setup is just basic, like the baseline for just their needs. But a lot of us don't think to do those things until they're having some struggles. So a lot of people will have 4 litter boxes, but they're right next to each other. That's 1 litter box to a cat, you guys. Can you imagine? I live in a house with 1 other human, and we only have 1 bathroom, and it's horrible. I don't recommend it. It increases the tension. It is stressful. And I'm a well-socialized human. Most cats don't go through kitten kindergarten, unfortunately. Let's make that more of a thing. But so what I would recommend doing is, if you have all 3 of those litter boxes next to each other, I would spread them out throughout the house. And then the other thing that's really important for all cat resources, actually, this could be really helpful for your cat's water too, is when we look at cats' resources, which are food, water, scratching surfaces, litter boxes, vertical spaces, and hiding places. Those are cats' resources in my brain. All of them, when it comes to us placing the litter box, or let's say the water, there should be an entrance and an exit. So what I mean by that, let's say you have a dresser, a closet, like a closet, and you put the litter, because people like to hide litter boxes. You guys, everybody poops. Don't hide if I had to do a backflip and go in a tunnel to go to the bathroom, I'm going to just go in the middle of the floor too. So we have to kind of think more like a cat, right? So when you're asking a cat to go into a cave, essentially, right? Go into a closet where there's a bunch of stuff on either side and there's only 1 entrance and exit. Or you might put it in a corner where there is something on this side and something on this side. Guys, cats are prey and predator animals, man. So unfortunately, even though you guys are the best cat caregivers ever, tuning in, trying to learn more, and I'm sure you take great care of your kitties, your cats have stress with everything they do because they're prey and predator animals. They're always worried about being killed. We can't take that instinct away from them. And that's why those covered litter boxes, you might have heard that cats don't really like those. There's a lot of reasons for that, but a lot of cats don't like them because you're asking a cat to go into an ambush area and not see what's going on and not feel safe when they're doing something that's very vulnerable. So I would definitely recommend, again, checking out that litter box handout I have on my website for free to download that goes over the ABCs of litter boxes for an appropriate litter box setup. But also, I would try to increase the litter boxes and place them in areas of low tension. So, we're going to avoid, we call them ambush areas, but basically like where people tend to put litter boxes, right? In the basement. So the cat has to go all the way down the stairs, past a doorway. And that's the only, so if a cat is body blocking, casually laying in front of that door, guys, what is that cat supposed to do? Which is why it's really important to have litter boxes on every floor and easily accessible. And then also, like, if your cat's having a medical issue, whether they're a senior cat or a younger cat, which I see a lot of underlying medical issues cause or contribute to house soiling out of the box. I want the box to be easily accessible to them. I don't want your 10-year-old cat having to walk down a flight of stairs when they most likely have some degenerative joint disease of some point. I'm going to have a litter box in my basement, but I'm also going to have it. Where's my senior cat's favorite resting spot? There's going to be a litter box around or near that area. Because guys, I'm only 37. And sometimes I'm like, do I really want to walk upstairs to go pee? And we want to make cats feel safe.